Yeah, nice weather. I'm heading into town just to get some food for camp. Then I'm heading out to the village. The Americans and that lovely road, you know. Oh, driving on the right side is normal, you see, stuck in traffic. Back again. Woo! Got my rucksack, my food bag, my roll mat. Shelter's all nice and tidy, just as I left it. The bed lining the roof. Fire's just as everything's just as I left it. Just check my window flap works. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Grand. Yeah, I'm here to finish this shelter and I might sleep in it tomorrow night. We'll see how cold it gets. I don't think I'll need it. Also, on my way in, landowner says to us there's been an illegal stile put on his fence at the bottom corner by some walkers or something. So yeah, I've been told to just go and rip that out and just return it to normal, just because there's no permission here, and yeah, there shouldn't be trespassing basically. So I'm going to go and tidy that up, see what it is. Yeah, last thing we want is people walking through our village. That's the stile out. I'm going to burn it in there. Yeah, there was like a clip in the fence and the wood was put through the fence, so I re-wove the fence. Put it as good as new, took the stile out, put some brush in front of it. They'll not know where it is now. I reckon it's some sort of maybe poachers or something, like after the pheasant. And they've put a stile in to make it easier through the bottom, thinking that no one would see it. Right, so got my spare change of clothes and all that, and my thermals in case it gets cold. And my Gore-Tex and everything else in my bag, and my food bag. Got a tarp for the top of this shelter brought with us this time, so hopefully, yeah, we'll get this waterproofed. I just found, it's probably mine, it can only be mine, new £1 coin inside my shelter. Look at that. It's obviously mine. It couldn't be anyone else's in there. Like, just imagine if that's like... Why would you just go up and cut someone's fence and put a stile up like that? It's cheeky. Apparently there's a law in England, whereas if you put a stile in and it gets left by the landowner for a certain period of days, like 370 days or something like that, it can be classed as a right-of-way walkway and the farmer can't do anything about it. I didn't know that. So yeah, apparently that's why you've got to go and remove them. That's mental, that. If I see any poachers. But yeah, the landowner told us that, well, no one else should be on here apart from the designated people, and we all pretty much know each other, so if I do see anybody at night time, it's going to be the old tactical smoke grenade launched into them and people taken to the ground. I'll lock them up inside the shelter until the police come and they can look out the window flap. So I brought with us, I know what you're thinking, oh my god, blue, what? But you're not going to be able to see the tarp once it's on and it's all covered in brushes and camo and all that. So it's just basically a waterproof cheap tarp that I've picked up. And this one's 40 metres by 40 metres. It's absolutely catastrophically massive. So I'm going to get like 5 or 6 shelters out of that. So I'm just going to basically cut a piece for the top of that, fit it in. Someone did mention on my comments about putting a little bit of an overhang on the front of the shelter and the sides just to protect the wall from the rain. And yeah, I think that's a great idea. So whoever came up with that, yep, good call. Definitely going to do that. So we're gonna need some beamage going this way, just to support a ledge across the front, just to again keep the rain off that. So that was a good call. So yeah, hopefully I'll get this tarp on. I'm gonna potter around for a bit first and set my shelter up. I'll hoy you on the tripod so you can see that. Yeah. So you've all seen my rucksack before, pretty much. My sleeping bag hooks onto the bottom, and then I open up the bottom patch, and then all my waterproof stuff's there. It's my tarp. I'm going to line the bottom of my shelter with a tarp, just to keep the moisture off the ground off us. Use that one. My bivvy bag, and that's just a basher just to carry stuff in. Brought it this week just to make things easier for us. Softy jacket. Can't beat a little bit of warmth by the fire at night time. Plenty of water because I've got no water source here. That's pretty much all my rucksack's filled with. Oh, and I bought my wool blanket. Or my, well, it's not wool, it's part wool. Yeah. That is my bed sorted. So yeah, the reason why I brought this basher is just because with the straps on the side, it's got straps that go all the way around it. And if you fill the middle with like loads of firewood or moss or reeds or pretty much anything that you want to carry in bulk, the handles really help. So you can transfer a lot from A to B with a handled tarp. I mean, I've used, doesn't have to be a handled tarp, I've used my 3x3 and I just bunch it up at the corners, does exactly the same job. But for me, I like overload. You know, if I'm filling this with moss, it will be bursting with moss. So the handles just, I've found enjoy, you know, that little bit easier. I'll show you. Pretty much every basher's like this. Got like the handles and the straps that go all the way around. You can also make it into a stretcher. or like a bed, but I just use mine for like waterproofing and collect stuff. It's quite big too. It's basically just a one-man army basher. It's a cheap one, multicam, that I use for, again, collecting stuff. Maybe shouldn't have unfolded this entire tarp, and this is not even it, like, out large. It's still folded in half. I'm just trying to find a square where I can cut some off, man. And every time I like unfolded bits, it just got to seams, and with more tarp, and oh my god, now I've got the whole thing unravelled. Wait, I'm just going to attack it with my knife. Tarp everywhere. The tarp is endless. Not going to be straight. Make sure I don't go any smaller with it, because I'm not one of the best at cutting angles like that. I wish I brought my sharper knife with me. Right. Now have a tarp big enough for that shelter. Focus up. Oh, we're getting there. That is a lot bigger than it was before, but oh, it's still got a nice soft cushion. Just flatten it down. We'll just put that in there out the way. Sweet. Right, I now have the roof on. I'm going to sort out the overhang once that's on. Yeah, so what I'm going to do with the reeds is basically this wide. I'm just going to pile reeds along here and then put another beam on top of them and clamp it down at either side, pretty much like I've done with the walls, and then the next one on top of that overlapped, and then overlapped, and then overlapped, and then overlapped again all the way. So I should end up with 6 poles going across the roof, clamping the reeds onto the tarp. So yeah, that's the way I want it. Shame it's blue, but I couldn't get ahead of any other for the price. But again, you won't see any of it once all the reeds are on. I'm going to clean up the floor over here, and all this debris I'm just going to chuck it right on top of that shelter, just because it's more the merrier. grand. Mate, I'm going to start collecting proper reeds now, I think. It's just all the random debris, just as a base layer. Now I'm going to go and get reeds and pack them on like this across here. I think it's going to look absolutely epic once it's done. That's my junk shelter at the moment, just where I dump on all the excess tarp. Aye. Little first aid kit hanging up there too. Safety first, peeps. It's the first bit on. As you can see, that's the first layer wedged on, so I'll put the next one overlapping to the stick. I've got a nice overlapping bit there too. Pretty temperamental until you've actually got the crossbeam on. Hold them on so each layer will hide the crossbeam. See? Oh, you soon as do it. Literally can't see the underfold. It's awesome. How epic does this look? Full reed brush, whatever the hell it's called. The hell is that? Oh, that's the bit. I've got a little tarp flap at the back. We've got to sort out yet. But anyways, all these are on. Then, so you're seeing as layer, then pole, layer, then pole, layer. So there's like 6 poles holding each wrap down, and then another one on top of it. And that last pole I've still got to tie down on the top. So at least they won't blow away now. The side wall, and I've got a little overhang there, see, just awesome. So as I say, I've just got that little back bit to do. Fire's well and truly lit. I'm having my first beverage. Some nice coffee there. Sun will be gone down shortly. You can see it on the ground getting lower. Just scrambling to get firewood now before the sun goes down completely. Well, when I say firewood, I'm looking for logs pretty much. Something that'll burn for a long time without much maintenance. Ground is so treacherous to walk on. I love it. Each mission for firewood's like a little adventure. Mozzer in my throat there. Here we are, firewood. Yeah, that's me be pretty much dark now. Some nice logging on the fire. Big huge ones. Should burn a while. I'm gonna get some food on the go shortly. Reed shelter. Love it. Just brilliant. Got the little walkout. Yeah. Bless my tongues, I thought I had everything. This is going to be chicken fajitas. Got some onions and red and yellow peppers. And I've got some barbecue seasoning. The old El Paso. Some nice fajita wrap breads too. Oh, it's starting to get nice and crispy bits now. I think that chicken's pretty much done. Look at that bad boy. Just heating up my breads. Got like 7. There we have it. It's 1 wrap, and there's 2 wraps. I've still got like another 2 in there. A slight situation. The cream cakes got crushed. Cream slices they were meant to be. All tucked up in my bed. I'm gonna fall asleep watching the flames on my fire. Catch you all in a couple of hours. Oh, I think there's a nest in that shelter too. 4 times I've seen a little bird going in and out this morning. But it's alright, I never use that shelter anyway. It's more of a storage hut. Yeah, slept real good. Not long woke up. Got a bit of a light drizzling going on. Very light. Today the back wall needs finished. That's pretty much all I've got to do on this shelter, and then that's that done. And I've got a nice space here for somewhere else in a doorway. I'll show you there. See that nice space there behind that stump. Chuffed how the top worked out on that. A lot of work though, a lot of work. Still not folded up that tarp properly. We'll get there. Waiting for coffee. Need coffee to get my brain working. Coffee, 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 coffee. Yeah, I'm not a morning person. Well, I am, because I could get up at 6 and, you know, be fine. I'm not a morning person all the time. Well, the rain stopped, but the wind's picked up a lot. Just getting my grill on for breakfast. Nice early one this morning. Quite a good sleep last night. Fairly chuffed. Some heat in that. So I've been pottering around with that shelter there. Decided that I'm going to repine the front of it, and I've took the wall bits off the thing, and because I've got kind of a sore back after reading that entire top of that shelter in one afternoon, I'm going to give that reading a break today, I think, and work on furniture. So I want to raise bed in there across that back wall, and I want to start collecting firewood. Need a raised bed in there, and I'd like something nice in there too. So yeah, there's still lots I can be doing that's a bit easier than collecting reeds. Wind's fairly picking up, like. At least the roof on my reed shelter's stayed solid. Them clamp poles will do the job. I'm going to eat my bacon rolls, and then I'm going to go wood searching. Need 2 long cross beams for in there for a bed, or 5 logs with like 2 beams going this way, 1 at either side, and then the logs across the top of it would be a nice raised bed. The logs going long ways just because I find it comfier. Look at that for a haul, some nice green pines. Found a downed pine tree, right? It's still living, but it's completely on its side. So I basically shaved off the pine boughs about 1 metre off the bottom of the trunk, and then propped the tree back up standing. So yeah, some pushing it back up too, but I reburied the roots, so hopefully it'll carry on living, which is good. But I had to take the base off in order to get into it to prop it back up, so it's take a little but give a lot, if you know what I mean. That looks better. So I've got I've got 1 cross beam done. This one, it's going to hold my back, and this one's going to hold my front. Just cutting a little joint in there so that it's got something to set on a little bit better. Do the same to this side a little bit, just so it clips on, and then I'll tie it just so when you sit on it, it's not going to fall down. It's wedged into the wall back there. Back collecting wood again. Look, all the little chicks. I've left the little chicks and the pheasant alone just to let it gather its chicks together and move on. Take it back to its little home. I'm got the other cross beam up, 2 poles banged in, so I just need to put the slats on and maybe put another cross beam across here holding the two together so they don't separate over time. It's quite a nice wide bed to do the job. Good part of my bed done, about a quarter of it. It's looking awesome. I've used them this way just because I've got nothing straight enough to go up and down. It's all wonky, so it's best just to shorten it and use it like this because that's all I have. But it still do the job. Bed's finished. Looks grand. Quite sturdy too. Grand. It's the bed finish and the table done. That's one shot sorted. Just another 1, 2, 3 to go. I like the bed too, I've been lying on it for about 20 minutes. I put my food bag in the shade on the table. The table I just did the same. Just put wedges in here so it's got some lip to sit on. Tied it in and put it into the wall. That's the job. So for lunch it's going to be salmon and some nice salad, cherry tomatoes. Just going to hide that in a tinfoil parcel in the fire and I've done with it. It won't take too long. It's my salmon. Looking forward to this, it smells awesome. I found this cool piece of wood too. So I've been dragging in firewood now. Some nice logs in the corner. Started to pile them up there. Just for later. Salmon was awesome. I had a Maz bar for dessert. Also with this shelter, I've now added a lot more wood to the back wall now, so it's pretty much closed off. I just need to reed that bad boy up and then that's that back wall done. So that's for another day. I'm gonna chill for now, I think. Yep, sun's getting high in the sky now. It's in the late afternoon. At least we haven't had a lot of heavy rain, which is good. It's gonna make me happy. Yeah, I'm pretty much finished work now. Got the pork on for tea. Just been slow roasting that. I did a bit of a live chat like an hour ago. Keeping that there. It's low fire. I'm gonna heat up veg and potatoes later on a bit more for tea. Grand. Just sitting there having a coffee. I think you can see. Pork there. Took the tin foil off it. Really looking forward to eating this. Got my gravy, potatoes, also got the carrots in there too. Grilled from my Yorkshires, they're here. There we are, that's the meat carved up. I'm going to take the rest home with me. My veg potatoes, some nice new potatoes, Yorkshire puddings and gravy. Loving it. Oh yes. So yeah, I was going to move shelters, but why not? Since I'm comfy in there, I thought, nah, I'm not going to move. So yeah, next time I come, I'll just sleep in another shelter. That new one with the bed in it, and then that one, the grass one. So yeah, but tonight I'm staying put in my nice snug little cabin. Everything's already ready and nice and warm in there for us. So that's where I'm going to keep tonight. That's it. Chilling on top of my sleeping bag, soaking in the heat from the fire. Does enough. I'm gonna have a hot beverage before I go to sleep. Morning. Slept grand. Oh. That's me all packed up, tidied down. All good. I'm gonna get down and get my lift. Well guys, it's been fun. See you all again on the next one. Thanks for watching.